You know how we talk about our similarities and how we kind of have different both African and African American and Black, as a whole. I will talk about our similarities, something the way we do things that seems similar. Okay, and even despite the fact that we understand that, we understand that there's no system that is perfect. And one of my experience is what I am bringing today. This is just my personal experience, things that I really admired in African American, and I learned it from African American, and I really admire it because it's not like that in African. Africans don't do that, but African American does it perfectly. I'm saying this to say, we are all human beings, and reality is still reality. It is there. That I give it to African American, with this quality, this great quality that I really admired in them and in us. So let me say this, and let me now lead that to my experience in my marriage, in my relationship, just in my relationship, at least in the beginning of my relationship. So when I met my wife, I kind of just playing around, and we met. I said, I'm not educated, I don't know anything, and I can't read and I cannot write. You have to understand this now. At this time, she was second year. She was second year in college, so she was already in college, and I was driving truck, so I was a truck driver. He was in second year in college. Okay, going to second year in college. So I just played around, and I said, I can't read. I didn't go to school, and jokingly, that's what I said. But for some reason, she believed me that I didn't, go to school, and I didn't know how to read and write, and I didn't know anything. I'm not educated, and she believed me. But I've just said it jokingly. I didn't even think about it. So about some weeks later, so she wanted to show me something or explain something to me, and she was trying to explain. She was holding the paper in her hand. She was talking, and she was having trouble how to explain or how to let me understand what she was trying to say. And I've forgotten that I said that. I just said, "Oh, what is it?" So let me have it. And she's like, "You want to have it?" I said, "Yeah. Let me see." He said, "Can you read?" I said, "Can I read?" I said, "Can I read?" He said, "Yeah. Can you read?" I said, "Yeah, I can read. Yeah." He said, "But you told me you didn't go to school." "Yeah, I said that. I'm just saying that jokingly." Not. I mean, she believed I did not go to school. Here she is in second year in college. Now, let me tell you the truth. In African community, it will never happen. Never. She educated. She will even talk to me. Not to talk of me not even being able to read. It won't happen. That is one part when it comes to us as an African, that we are not accommodative of each other like that. You can, if you don't go to school, you can never mingle with those that go to school. You will not be accepted. You wouldn't even try it to talk to them. You wouldn't even try to go in their midst. There are classes and clear wall in between those classes. So for her to believe me that, and for her to still stay with me without me not knowing how to read and write, not educated, I was amazed. Like, you actually believe me and you are still here with me? How impossible because it's not something that African does. They put class. You can't even talk to her if you don't have this. If you can't even say hi. She would just talk down on you. You would never want to express that in life. But there's a great quality that African has to learn from African American. I own a store, so I have bunch of customers coming in, and I see interaction, and I learn from that it doesn't matter. This person might be not that strong in this area, might be weak, might not think like you think, but it's all right. It is okay. Those are the things. One thing that I believe that we as African have to learn that from African American. They are great at it. Let me give us one more example. So I have this guy, very promising guy, tall and healthy, look healthy, until he got on drug. He got on drug. It was terrible. This guy became homeless, became mentally deranged, derailed. It's just out there, and it's down. He's down. I mean, he's homeless. I don't even think he has opportunity. He's very not good looking at all because of those drugs. So from time to time, he comes to my store and say, can I get something to drink? So I have, sometimes chips, just one chips. Sometimes it's water. Sometimes it's one soda, and just like that. And it's just homeless around the neighborhood. It's sad, but it's reality as it is. So at one point, I have my kids with me, and they said they want to stop by McDonald's, and they want to stop by the store. So I took them to McDonald's. So we ordered, and they said, "Oh, you have to wait a little bit. Just park right outside there. We bring the food out to you." So okay. So I went and I parked. So I was facing the drive-thru, and here come this guy. It's the same neighborhood. Here come this guy. This guy, he was kind of drizzling. He was wet. He was just not appealing. So the guy was just flapping, just walking by. He was passing through the drive-thru, and there's this red car, Porsche. It's a Porsche, red car at the drive-thru. So he just went through the front of this car. As he was going through to get inside the restaurant, inside McDonald's, this guy in the red car, in the Porsche, came out and just called this guy's name. I didn't even know how this guy can even answer or remember his name, but this guy called his name. I mean, nice, clean, really doing well, driving a nice red Porsche, and called his name. And the guy looked back, and this guy gave him a hug. When I see that, I melt down. Like, now, this is humanity. This is you recognizing you are just fortunate. It could be anybody. He gave this guy a hug. The guy is wet with some kind of trash in his hand and just flappy, just rags everywhere. And the guy, called his name, moved up to him, and gave him a hug. And he said, "You want something? You want something? I can hear you something." And he dipped his hand, count money, gave it to him, and the guy took the money, and he said, "I'll see you back." And he walked in the restaurant, and the guy went back into his car in the drive-thru. Now, African would not do that. Never would they do that. As a matter of fact, they will run away from you so far, you will never believe it's their human being. Because they don't want to associate with that. And those are the qualities that we need to share to encourage us to do better in what we are doing, or if we are not doing it, to encourage us to start doing it. I learned that we are human beings and we need one another, and we shouldn't put ourselves down. We shouldn't separate because of our shortcoming. Now, in that aspect, because someone like my wife, if I never believed she believed me that I didn't go to school, that I didn't know how to read and write. I didn't know that she believed it, but she still stay around. She still stay around. Back in Africa, as African community, they would never stay around. And also giving somebody that seems to be out there, like mentally challenged, and you know this person, and you give this person a hug, wet with rags and everything, it's not going to be an African attitude. So I'm saying I learned that, and I encourage us to continue to do that. And thank you for teaching me that. Today I am going to bring another name. There you go. I'm going to the eastern part of Nigeria. This is Igbo tribe. Adego. Adaego. Adego. It means daughter of wealth. Daughter of wealth. That is what it is. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining me and listening to me. I'm just sharing this information with us, and hopefully you have learned something, or something that you haven't learned before. Thank you again. I would like you to subscribe, share this video, and comment on this video. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.